I'm a Long Islander girl. I grew up on Long Island. I'm still in Long Island.
And this week's road trip close to home, a Long Island legend, Billy Joel, makes the Music Hall of Fame.
It's a little intimidating. I didn't realize we had all this stuff accumulated. I don't know where they found it all.
We have hiking, biking, horseback riding. We have group camping, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts on the weekends.
Bundle up for an outdoor adventure.
Where do people gather? They gather in the kitchen.
And the recipe for cherished memories made in the kitchen. Hello, I'm Shannon Lanier, and this week's road trip close to home, we're checking out an exciting new exhibit celebrating an American icon, Long Island's Billy Joel. The piano man himself gives us a tour.
He was a Long Island kid who became one of the biggest names in music.
I'm a Long Islander girl. I grew up on Long Island. I'm still in Long Island.
The My Life exhibit in Stony Brook tells Billy Joel's story through 7 decades of rare memorabilia. From his childhood to his teenage years at Hicksville High School, you can watch the piano man grow up before your eyes.
It's a little intimidating. I didn't realize we had all this stuff accumulated. I don't know where they found it all.
They've got a pair of Billy's black sunglasses and his harmonica. There's also the piano he played while on tour with Elton John. And of course, there's a whole section dedicated to Billy's record-breaking residency at Madison Square Garden. I'm so inspired by you. And with so much to see, you might wind up staying for the longest time. So don't miss this golden opportunity to learn a little more about a Long Island music icon. On this road trip close to home, I'm Kevin Vesey in Stony Brook.
Travel is rich with learning experiences, so gas up and come along with us to Montclair, New Jersey for an experience where meals and memories are made.
Hi guys, I'm Ali Pelora with News 12, and on this road trip close to home, we're at the Montclair Culinary Academy. I'm no expert at cooking, so I'm ready to learn.
I've been a chef for 15 years. There were so many restaurants in Montclair and the surrounding areas. Everybody hold up your knife. Montclair Culinary Academy would be a place of community where people could gather and learn to cook, have parties, we do corporate events, we do kids classes. Where do people gather? They gather in the kitchen. So between cooking together and dining together, it gives everybody an opportunity for a class. They don't know each other, but every class turns into a party. Oh. We're going to cut our leek in half, and we're going to dice into very small, fine dice.
What are we cooking today?
So today, for an easy lunch, we're doing a leek and mushroom tart. What you guys would get in the store is a cremini mushroom or baby bella. That's what's most purchased, the brown mushroom. What's the secret to good sauteing is the right hand. Everybody does hands-on.
I didn't burn myself yet.
So I demonstrate a little bit, but mostly I cook with everybody.
Cheese drop.
And decided how I wanted to bring about this for the community at large. I'm just going to pull the leaves from the stem, was to introduce them to more farm to table. A sauteed kale, like lightly, provides you all the nutrients. We're doing a warm kale salad with gorgonzola, New York State apples, and cranberries. You're going to take one and you're going to turn it, just to see that there's little grill marks.
Nice.
We just approach food as an everyday occurrence.
I was a server back in the day, and now I got to say that I contributed to the meal.
But where people struggle, I try to fill in the gaps.
Here we go.
Cooking is for everybody.
The food is cooked, the wine is poured. We're here at the Montclair Culinary Academy, where everybody is a chef. Cheers, ladies. Cheers.
Did the holidays leave your tires feeling a little flat? Well, you may need a staycation to go ahead and start off the new year right. Nikita Ramos has a getaway in Westchester that's sure to put a little gas in your tank.
What's a road trip without some food? This week we're checking out Thompson Cider Mill here on Croton-on-Hudson, known to have some of the best apples and cider in the Hudson Valley.
Since Since 1976, this family-owned business has been growing its own apples, blooming into countless varieties.
It's the sweetest thing we have.
And blends of special ciders.
What we offer here is unique. It's just, it's on a smaller scale, but we were able to customize what we sell here.
That means trying a variety of apples that you won't find in many places. That includes the ciders too. In fact, some that you sip can contain more than 20 different kinds, blended right here into crisp liquid gold. Sink your teeth into the sweet fruits of the Hudson Valley with a breathtaking backdrop between the sculptures and views. Peekskill Riverfront Green Park brings peace, even just for a moment. But let's hold on to the serenity for a little longer at this quiet oasis. Abbey Inn and Spa is where your mind, body, and soul can retreat and relax with good company, of course. There's an expanding menu of soothing massages and treatments and a restaurant to fill up with flavor. And it doesn't have to end there. Book a room, stay the night, and make this Hudson Valley moment last.
This is like a dreamscape setup for the perfect staycation on this road trip close to home. In Peekskill, Nikita Ramos, News 12.
Walking in the winter invigorates you. That's why I love to get out with my kids and go hiking this time of the year. So come along with us as we explore a preserve in Litchfield, Connecticut, and reconnect with nature.
This is the Thompson Preserve, and this is the Marsh Hawk Trail. This is about 50 acres total, and it was an old farm.
It's a really cool preserve because it's really close to the center of town. It offers, among other things, about 40 garden plots for community gardeners. There and back, probably a mile.
Just about everything that you could possibly want in nature is here.
This is a more accessible spot, and what I really like about this spot is this platform here has a beautiful view. But then when you travel down into the beaver pond, it's very tranquil. It's just, it has this peacefulness that you can't find so close to the roadway and civilization.
To me, it's almost like our meditative trail.
I think you'll see a lot of birds, and you could see animals, you could see beavers.
The beautiful thing about walking in the winter is that crisp, cool air fills your lungs and it invigorates you, you know.
People don't think of wintertime as a great hike, but I think it's a great time because it's, you know, you come in and out of the cold air and you feel refreshed.
I think there's a saying, there's no bad weather, just the wrong clothing.
Dress in layers, you know, hat, gloves.
Some warm hiking boots and you should be good to go.
And once you're out and hiking, you just feel so much better.
I have 2 little kids, and so I love this preserve because if you just need a quick, easy, accessible trail.
It's a wonderful hike, a short hike.
This is a great way just to get some quick fresh air with the kids. It's super important to establish a relationship with nature with your kids, you know, super young. Having that connection to the land, especially the land and the town where they're growing up.
The Land Trust has really been great for Litchfield.
It's for the wildlife, connectivity of forests, it's for the air, it's for the water.
There's over 4,000 acres of preserved land that the Land Trust takes care of.
Litchfield Land Trust has 5 preserves.
The work of the Land Trust is to preserve these lands forever. And I think people don't necessarily realize that. And so our kids, our grandkids, their grandkids can all come back to these lands and they'll be just as they are today.
All right, we're gonna take a quick pit stop, but don't go far, because if you're looking for some outdoor fun, how about fishing, hiking, and horseback riding? We're gonna visit a state park in Montauk where you can do all that and so much more, no matter the time of the season. My family loves road tripping by RV, and guess what? We're not alone. Did you know that nearly 60% of Americans are planning to travel by RV this year? Sounds like we need to let the good times roll. Welcome back to Road Trip Close to Home. I'm Shannon Lanier. Class is in session, and this one has a twist. A history lesson about pre-Prohibition whiskey. So we're raising a glass to Brooklyn's rebellious past.
It's hard to believe you're in Brooklyn with the double-barrel bourbon bottling, the tastings, and the full-fledged distillery. But your eyes aren't deceiving you. The Fort Hamilton Distillery is ushering in a new revolution of whiskeys.
The original cocktails were all made with rye, so we wanted to create that New York rye so you could really recreate the original cocktail.
And the best part? You can taste their curated cocktails in the Fortress Bar that's connected to the distillery. And don't miss the signature drink, a maple old fashioned. And get this, it's complete with bourbon barrel aged maple syrup.
All of our recipes are available online. We try to make drinks that are approachable, that people don't shy away from. They're like, oh, I can actually go home and make this.
Make no mistake, this is a family and dog-friendly spot. Juices, mocktails, and food are also available to enjoy. And for those of you imbibing, you can sample everything here that's made on site.
We do offer a tasting flight, so you can just taste all of our spirits. We start with a gin, and you're moving on to 2 bourbons, and then you go on to our ryes.
Fort Hamilton offers tours Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and on top of learning its connection to New York, you'll also get a chance to make your own bottle.
It's a really unique opportunity to come down and support your local businesses if you're traveling from out of town, to really get a taste of New York.
Fort Hamilton Distillery is open 7 days a week, and you can sign up for tours on their website. In Industry City, Marissa Marcelino, News 12.
If you're looking for an outdoor adventure with breathtaking views, Jordan Kassane brings us on a road trip to the Hamptons, where the fun doesn't stop in the summertime.
All right, Tom, between the scenery here, the water, the views, I mean, it's clear to me there's really no off-season out here. Talk to me a little bit about all that this area, these state parks offer.
So we're year-round now. We have activities. We have hiking, biking, horseback riding. We have group camping, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts on the weekends. We have a lot of weddings here that's set up right with this view here, looking at the lighthouse.
Gorgeous.
At Hero State Park. We obviously have fishing going past the coast. All the fish are migrating. We have world-class surfing with waves coming from the storms passing by in the ocean.
Wow.
We have the military history inside the park with the bunkers and the former Camp Hero Army base,
right,
and the Montauk Air Force Station. There's always plenty to do in Camp Hero.
Wow. And now you mentioned the decommissioned bunker. Is that something guests can go check out too, maybe in between hiking and fishing and all that?
Sure. So we have a series of interpretive signs around the park explaining the bunkers and the radar tower and the military history.
Very cool, Tom. Now, for our viewers who are interested, who may want to come check out the space, maybe camp, maybe fish, what are the hours? When can they come out?
So the park is open sunrise to sunset all year.
Awesome. Well, you mentioned sunrise to sunset. Tom and I are going to go check out the sunset just over here on the cliffs. And for now, we'll send it back to you.
Next stop, a magical journey to the largest all-season rooftop bar in the NYC. We'll be transported to a neon pink winter wonderland with, of course, pretty pink cocktails high above the streets of Manhattan.
We like to create cocktails and foods that are shareable, fun, Instagrammable, unique vessels. This year especially, we're doing a Catch Flights, Not Feelings, and a Shambong-styled cocktail with a pink cotton candy on top. We're also doing an All That Glitters martini that's served with an ornament.
But the holiday cheer doesn't stop there. The cotton candy topped s'more stack satisfies your sweet tooth. And the sweetest surprise cake will have you guessing if it's a plastic box or something you can eat.
The hustle and bustle of the holiday season in New York City is wonderful, and it's a temporary escape into winter festive cheer.
'Tis the season to be jolly, after all. I'm Michelle Castillo.
Let's head out of the city now and go north. Make a day of it along Connecticut's Winter Wine Trail.
There will be 13 wineries this year that are participating in the Connecticut Winter Wine Trail.
We're at Aquila's Nest Vineyards in Newtown, Connecticut.
You pick up your booklet, you take it to each winery that's participating, get your stamp.
At Aquila's Nest we have a variety of unique seating experiences, starting with igloo spheres that can accommodate up to 8 guests. They have heaters and comfy chairs. Then we have the 1001 Nights Pergola, where I'm standing right here. It's very comfy. You can actually plunge onto the bean bags.
For Connecticut Farm Wineries, we grow our own grapes, so it comes from the soil, and it's a passion, I think, for all of us here in Connecticut.
Right now for the winter season, we're offering Princess of Troy Merlot. This is Libera Sparkling Rosé. It's a semi-sweet wine. And for the whites, for the winter season, we have the Zana Mali Dry Riesling and the Siren Moscato. We also offer a chocolate mulled wine, which has some tints of chocolate. So we have a variety of tasting options. You can do a red wine flight, a white wine flight. There's a lot that happens at Aquila's Nest. We host many workshops. We've partnered with over 80 women-owned businesses in the past 3 years. We have a variety of activities: paint and sip, bonsai bar, plant, succulent workshops. We have Broadway musical shows. Now in the winter we have goats, play dates with Bradley Mountain Farm. And then also you can enjoy our vineyards music light show. It's a light show where the lights move per the music. And then if you're feeling a little adventurous, you can get on your snowy outfits and then come and enjoy our outdoor fire pits, and you can see the entire vineyard lighted up.
But everyone has their own little unique specialties, and we're all special in different ways.
We love having our guests over to create new memories with their friends and family and come back for different variety of events over and over again.